It's you versus you. Nobody else. It's you. So everything that you think about yourself, how hard you are on yourself, is all on you. So when are you going to switch that narrative and start appreciating who you are instead of fighting who you are? Hey y'all, welcome to the Daily Dose with Sade. It's your girl Sade. If you are new here, welcome. Thanks for clicking my page. This channel was created to create a safe space and an outlet for myself, but also for you guys. I talk about everything down to nursing, my day-to-day life, fitness, mental health, all of the above. So make sure you guys tune in. I will be posting 2 times a week. One will be about nursing content, the other one would just be about my day-to-day life, whatever is on my mind at the moment. Click that subscribe button below, and anything that you guys want to talk about or anything you would like to see from me, make sure you guys comment. So today when I was journaling about like the need to constantly self-improve and how I'm done with that. You don't need to improve yourself. You're not broken. You don't need to constantly improve yourself. Let me fix that. You're not a broken person. You don't need fixing, right? I feel like as humans, we're hypercritical of ourselves and what we do. And it's hard to sit in the present and appreciate who you are at this very moment. For me, that was hard to grasp because I'm a motivational person, I'm an ambitious person, so I'm constantly chasing the next goal, right? And I wasn't like satisfying myself. It's like after a while, I was like, you're constantly chasing, you're constantly looking for the next best thing. When are you truly going to be happy with who you are and what you're doing? When are you going to be proud of yourself? You can only look inward so much before you be like, okay, like who do I want to be? Like, what am I looking for in myself that I'm not happy, right? And I had to like come with this self realization that I'm happy, I'm at peace. I don't need to constantly focus on self improvement when I've improved, right? So if you look back at like your past, and of course, like everybody does things, right? We all have things that we need to work on, but you don't have to constantly fix yourself. My problem was after like I got out of a relationship or something went wrong, right? I will always dig inward, which is rightfully so, you should, but digging inward in a sense of like, what's wrong with me? I'm a constant project. I need to improve this. And after a while, I was just like, girl, you're fine. Like, of course, you need to tweak a little something here and there, more so learning, right? For me, it was discernment, learning better discernment, learning better boundaries, right? Learning how to do that with those boundaries, learning how to look inward and be like, okay, I don't have boundaries because of this, and that, right? But to constantly dwell on it was not something that I planned on doing this year. I told myself for like the year 2026, I would give myself way more grace because I'm doing way better than I think I am, right? A lot of us are. We're so hard on ourselves as humans, just like, I need to be this perfect person. I need to carry myself in a certain way. I need to drive this car, have this certain amount of money at this age, whatever. Why are we so hard on ourselves when we're doing the best that we can? God has literally blessed us, all of us. I know that I'm blessed. I'm sitting in answered prayers right now. And sometimes we are constantly moving. It's no standstill. We're just moving and chasing that we don't realize what we're sitting in the present moment. And I'm sick of that. Like, I'm sick of doing that. I'm sick of constantly looking inward and being hypercritical of myself. I'm sick of the constant self improvement projects. I'm sick of the self help books, all of that. Now, granted, everyone, like, I want to grow, I'm going to grow, right? But I'm not hyper fixated on it. I feel like everyone heals at a different stage and pace. For me, I'm in my last couple of months of my 20s. Like, I already been there, done that. Like, I've did the, like, digging inward and the self-improvement and the hard, like, get your shit together, Sade. I feel like that's already been, like, that was like my 25 to like 28 ish phase, not even phase, but like 25 to 28 age period, right? Where I was like really figuring out who I was, what I want, what I was going for, and what I wasn't accepting. And I stood on that. I've been to therapy. I've did the healing part, the childhood, trauma that has came up, and it's like now it's left of like, okay, Sade, you know who you are, you know what you want. Be okay with that. Be okay with who you are. Yes, you're gonna still make mistakes, right? Yes, it's gonna be some mishaps. Yes, life gonna continue to life, and maybe you may respond in a way that you shouldn't, but that's okay too. It's okay to be perfectly imperfect. God didn't want us to be perfect. We're not meant to be perfect. We're humans, right? And I realized for myself that the more that I just stopped giving a fuck, literally, that I don't know, I just feel so much more at peace with myself, with life, with whatever comes my way, because I know that I'll be okay. I know that I am putting my best foot forward to be my best self. I know that I've done the work from the inside. So I know that I'm a good person. So it's really nothing else to, dwell on. So as I was journaling today, I like wrote a letter to myself like, Sade, you are not broken. You don't need to be fixed. You've done the work. You know who you are. Life will life. Stop setting these unrealistic expectations on yourself. You're in the moment, you're in the present, you're doing everything you said that you're going to do. What else do you want from yourself? Nobody is perfect. You're going to slack off sometimes. You're going to be lazy sometimes. You're going to forget things sometimes. You might even still pop off sometimes, because if someone tells you they're positive 24/7, they're a freaking lie. Liars. Because people going to piss you off. Mistakes are going to happen. You're going to come into conflict. And that's okay to get upset. It's okay to tell somebody off. People be needing it. I'm not saying walking around and being like, trying to fight everybody and whatever. I feel like as I'm like basking into my femininity more and just like pouring into myself, this is like, I wouldn't even say a full isolation season for me, but this is a season where like I'm not like, I'm single. I literally been in the house more, just like really focusing on and honing in on my feminine self, right? I don't want to get angry no more. I don't want to like be as negative as I used to be. I don't want to like have to deal with like other people's bullshit right now. Like I'm genuinely just like into myself, and knowing like as I'm like crossing into year 30 who I'm going to be, right? You have to like stand on like who you are, who you're going to be as my imperfect self. Like I'm perfect in God's eyes. But yes, as in my human form, I'm making mistakes and I'm doing stuff, but at the end of the day, I know that it's going to be okay. I will work through it. I will be fine. So I encourage anyone that is just like super hypercritical on themselves, and you feel like you're not doing enough, give yourself that grace, girl. Like you're human. Why do you feel like you're not doing enough? Why do you feel like you have to constantly push yourself? Ask yourself. Look around. Are you sitting and answer prayers? Did God bless you with life, love, peace? It doesn't even have to be materialistic things. Maybe you were praying for peace and you have that now. Maybe you were praying for more friends and you have that now. Maybe you were praying for solidarity and praying for a more feminine mind and praying for just things that money can't buy. And you're in that right now. Maybe look back at who you were 2 years ago and look at your present self. Who are you now? Did you change for the better? So why are you still so hard on yourself? Give yourself grace. You're doing the best that you can. And you only elevate from here. I challenge you and I challenge myself to focus on the present. And that's easier said than done. As a girl like that has anxiety, it's easier said than done. But one thing I've learned sometimes going through like my anxiety, Sade, this is anxiety. This is not happening. Like you're overthinking it. You're fine. You literally have to talk to yourself out loud like that when your mind is fighting you, right? Because just going back on the hypercritical thinking, it's you versus you. Nobody else. It's you. So everything that you think about yourself, how hard you are on yourself, is all on you. So when are you going to switch that narrative and start appreciating who you are instead of fighting who you are? That was just my little spiel for today. Um, Let me know how you guys are pouring into yourselves, and make sure you guys are pouring into yourself and being in the present moment and appreciating who you are in the present moment, knowing that you are going to grow and you are going to change. But don't dwell on who you were 5 years ago. Be proud of who you are today and be grateful for who you're going to be in the next year, 5 years, 20 years, with all you know now about yourself, all that you've been through. Take that and appreciate that. And yeah, you're going to be okay, sisters or brothers. Y'all going to be fine. You're going to be fine. Make sure you guys subscribe. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram and TikTok. And yeah, I'll be talking to you guys later. Bye.